Hi everyone, it's G.I. Gary from Pina Comics here to give you a tip should you need something to read while you're stuck on the Jackson Park Express in a traffic jam while going to see the biggest ball of twine in Minnesota. Or maybe you want to buy yourself a condo and you need something for that coffee table. Well, in that case, you can pick up Black and White and Weird all over. So this is a collection of photographs from 1983 to 1986 taken by John Bermuda Schwartz, the drummer for Weird Al Yankovic. And collected in this book from 1984 publishing is a series of pictures from photo shoots and videos and just candids going through that 4-year period. And it's appropriate for 1984 publishing because 1984 is definitively in between 1983 and 1986. On the cover here, we have Mr. Yankovic in a black leather jacket from the I Love Rocky Road music video shoot, but there's more inside. So I'll show you a couple pictures. First couple pages open up, and here is some from Ricky, the Mickey parody video. Now there's a lot from that music video shoot. Just as here we have Dr. Demento dancing with the gang on the same video. And that's a early music video of Weird Al. Now the next one I'll show is we have another one from the Eat It music video. So we have Eat It, what Al would say is what he's most known for is the Eat It guy, but candid shot from there. And and then also here's another candid shot of him working with one of the background musicians, in the singing booth. And it's a collection of photos. It's a great book for a coffee table, put it on your wall, and there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that really hasn't been seen much for the Weird Al fan. It's really great. And then one of the final music videos that Bermuda Schwartz took candids of is the Living with the Hernia music video. And we have Al here dressed up as James Brown from the Living with the USA. And then you have also Steve J with one of the dancers from that. So, you got everybody in the band in the book. So if you're a Weird Al fan, if you're a Weird Al band fan, this book has a lot of early stuff that hasn't really been seen too often, and I can't believe I got one. Black and White and Weird All Over is a great coffee table book to have at your house, leave out and thumb through every so often when there's something boring on TV that your spouse is watching and you'd rather do something else, and it's better than being on your tablet anyway. Also, when we have mass gatherings again after the Great Unpleasantness, people can see why you are the way you are because you're so weird because you listen to Weird Al. And this is a great thing to see some of the early history of the beginnings of Al and his career. And I want to thank 1984 Publishing and especially Matt Chojnacki for sending this to us. This has been a real treat to look through, and it's definitely a must for any Weird Al fan. And it's probably something cool anyway if you're a fan of the 1980s. And no review would be incomplete without listing off, 5 of my favorite Weird Al songs that are not Genius in France. So, no particular order, except keeping the number one, because that's Johnny Ganash's sticking point, and I always have a couple rattling around in my head. Number 5 is going to be Amish Paradise, a parody of Gangsta's Paradise by Coolio. Now, Amish Paradise resonates with me because it's mid-90s, it's rap, and also the fact that it's Florence Henderson taking the part of the Michelle Pfeiffer role in the music video. It is absolutely hilarious. The controversy surrounding it, because it was just a great misunderstanding, and it's just a great parody and a dichotomy of using modern rap to the lifestyle of the Amish, and and hilarity ensues, and that's why it's my number 5. Now, number 4 is going to be CNR, a style parody from the Alpocalypse album. And CNR is a song about Charles Nelson Riley, a comedian, best known in my world for being on Match Game and watching it on Game Show Network with my mom back when I was in high school and there was nothing else on TV because my mom dominated the TV. So CNR is a rock-based song with lots of silly things that Charles Nelson Riley can do with his superpowers and beating up people and, you know, swallowing a Volkswagen whole. It is a great song. It has a Jib Jab music video, and you can watch it after you watch this video. And, you know, and if you like any of these songs that I'm listing, don't forget to like this list or review below. At number 3, off the Straight Outta Linwood album, is I'll Sue Ya, a stylistic parody of Rage Against the Machine. And I'll Sue Ya goes over everything and anything that Al decides to sue you about. It gets pretty ridiculous, which makes it pretty funny. At number 2, off Weird Al's debut album, self-titled Weird Al Yankovic, is the closing song on the album, Mr. Frump and the Iron Lung. Now, this is kind of a low-key song. It's very subtle, but it's pretty funny when he hands it over to Mr. Frump for the duet. And at number 1, off the Dare to Be Stupid album, is Dare to Be Stupid. Now, Dare to Be Stupid is a very silly song. I love it. It's my favorite song. I continue to listen to it. I never tire of it because it is just so Dada-esque. And look that up, kids. It's a $10 word. It's based on art. But it is silly. It is fun. But one of the things that especially means something to me about that song is it really introduced me to Devo, because it distills the ideas of Devo into a single song, and it is accessible and silly, and you can take it for what it's worth, but I never tire of listening to it, and that's why it's number 1. So in closing, I want to say thanks again, 1984 Publishing, for sending us this book. This is really cool. Thank you, Matt Chojnacki, for sending it. It is a real treat. It's a gem. This is a must for any Weird Al fan. I am a Weird Al fan. This definitely has a permanent place in my home. It will be on my coffee table for my visitors to see as soon as I can have visitors. So thanks again. If you like Weird Al, you know, give this video a like. If you like other stuff from Weird Al, leave a comment below. Remember, we're Pint of Comics. You know, subscribe to this YouTube channel. You know, hit that bell icon so you can get notified when we give you more podcasts, more reviews, more fun videos on this channel. And don't forget to go to www.pintocomics.com for more articles and to stay up to date with what's going on. And if you want to follow us on social media, you got Facebook, search for Pint O Comics. If you're on Twitter, you can go at Pint O Comics. And then if you're on Instagram, you can go at Pint_O_Comics. And you can get more of your fill. So, and with that, I'm going to go down now and enjoy a Twinkie Wiener sandwich. And then after that, I'm going to run an errand to Spatula City. But then I'll be coming back to catch the latest Stanley Spadowski's Playhouse. See ya!